says going live. It says live. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Ingrid and Math Geek. Hi, Russ and Julie. Good morning. Happy brunch. Soundboard looks like everything's all right. And Ingrid says, can hear loud and clear. Yay! Well, again, happy Sunday. I hope everybody's weekend is going very well. It's been a busy weekend. I don't know that I don't think I don't have busy weekends anymore. But I hope everybody's having a good one. It's beautiful here in Frederick. We've got some clouds, but the sun's out. Not sure what it's supposed to end up looking like today, but this morning is gorgeous, so that's always good. Hi, Irish Sail Lady, Tamala. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Charlotte. How is everybody doing? Oh, so this morning is the shortened Sunday brunch because at 1 o'clock today we'll be sewing together month 4 of Legit Kits, the Color Vortex, which is their block of the month. I don't know if everybody has seen, but they've come out with their second block of the month, which is going to go live in October of this year. I'm going to scooch back the camera just a little bit because it's shaking every time I touch the table. I think it's just a smidge too close. There we go. They came out with the second block of the month, which is like a big eyeball, which is very cool. It looks neat. I think it'll be fun to sew. It looks like it might be a little bit, like just a smidge more advanced. Color Vortex is very, very beginner friendly, and it looks like this one might have just a few more pieces in each block. The way the eye is faceted, it looks like it, but I could be completely wrong. It could just be their genius of putting it together. Not 1,000% sure. Hi, MJ. Yes, I feel so much better. If I don't know how, but if you didn't know, my cat Bass Drop, little man, has had a rough couple of weeks and actually ended up needing emergency surgery to take thread out of his. Okay, it had mucked up his intestines and his tongue, and it was insanity. And it was actually so thin that the X-rays didn't pick it up. So and you couldn't see it at the way the thread had gone down his throat. You couldn't see it at the base of his tongue. So when the internal doctor saw him and did the serious ultrasound, it showed up clear that's what it was. He was obstructed by that thread, and he had surgery last Monday. So he's about a week. Well, he's a week post-operation and is doing very well and is being very cattish and a very poor patient because he wants to jump. He wants to, he on Friday he gave a little bit of a war cry at the blue jays and the squirrels, and I had a minor panic attack, but it was like a normal bass drop, kind of like he does this like quiver chin thing, which I'm sure if you've seen videos of cats, you've seen them do it. And so that was like his normal war cry. So the panic attack passed quickly, but he is resting. He's still doing pain medication, but he hasn't had to have any of the appetite, not appetite suppressant, but the appetite stimulant. There we go. Lauren helping me out with the words I need. Hasn't needed the stimulant. He's been eating just fine. He's done wet food and dry food. He's going to the bathroom by himself, like getting in and out. So he's been really good. So I feel 1,000% better. And thank you all so much for being so understanding last week when I kind of had to cancel everything very last minute, and for everybody asking during the week and keeping my spirits up. And it was a rough week, but everything is looking up, so we are good to go with the animals in the household, which is very good. And I have changed. Hi, Katie and Shelly. Oh, and Charlotte, congrats on your Lone Star. But I have changed up. So what it appears he had done up in my bedroom, I had just a thread catcher bag, like how you have like the little sand or like, pin cushion that's full of sand and it weights it down and the bag is hanging there. It was not covered. Down here, I have a little covered trash can that I got from IKEA, and can't get into any of the threads. Upstairs, he was able to get into it. So, and what is crazy is that Sunday morning when he first started acting weird, I'd found some thread. Well, Lauren actually pointed it out, the thread that was down here, and I was like, well, somebody got into the thread catcher, but didn't realize that was the second bundle, and he had already swallowed the first bundle. So I've changed how I do everything. I have another covered trash can for upstairs in my bedroom on my work desk where the second machine is. I picked up these little guys for both here and for upstairs at my desk, at my work desk. So I have become obsessive about making sure I'm vacuuming everything, even if I don't think I dropped anything. I have the covered trash cans, and I've started putting the covers on my machines when I'm done, which I definitely never did before, but just in case they start eating it from the machines themselves, I've started covering them. So fingers crossed. I mean, cats are cats. They get into stuff. They're little tiny terrors. But hopefully with all the changes I've made, we'll be good to go. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Terry. Yeah, very, very good week. Oh, and to share some of the stuff that we did this week. Yesterday, we, for those of us that were able to get the Carnival Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt, it was the first month, so Clue 1 for Carnival, and we did that yesterday on Stephanie Stitch's channel, and so I wanted to share I did the hot air balloon. This is the small clue of hot air balloon, and I love this blue. I'm not a big fan of like really bright blues, but this blue is just right up my alley. It's so pretty. So this is the small clue. I actually think it goes like this from the picture. So this was the small clue, and then last night I worked on the large. You guys, my love for it's the Ferris wheel, the steampunk colorway. I adore this. So this is block 1A, which is similar to the one block for small, but not exact. But this is the steampunk, the Ferris wheel. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about this. This is 1A of the large. And yeah, the blues are so beautiful. Oh, scrambled eggs and iced tea. Love it. Oh, yeah, Tamla. I was unaware. The surgeon who actually did surgery for Base Drop said that she had a cat who got into the dental floss. So then they had to cover all the bathroom, which just kind of makes me feel like I should cover all the bathroom, get covered trash cans for all the bathrooms now too, because if he can't get the threads, I'm afraid of what he might get into. But had the same thing, the dental floss at the base of his tongue, and ended up having to have surgery. they're well, I mean, the best way to baby proof your house is to have somebody's baby come over and you follow them around. I'm going to follow Base Drop around and cat proof everything. Uh, but so this last, I was working on Ferris wheel for the cotton cuts last night, and I did not lose bobbin chicken. I lost top thread chicken, so I didn't get to finish it last night. But these are the pieces for block 1B for the first month. This is actually the bottom, yeah, bottom, and so it'll have this at the top, and then this will be at the bottom of it. But I lost I had finished everything else, just didn't get to add the bottom piece before I lost the game of chicken. Well, that's all right. I'll get that finished today. It'll be good. But this fabric, I am so excited, and I'm not sure what do you. I want to know what to do, because I got the Oops kit for both of them. I want to do maybe pillows, maybe matching pillow shams with the Oops kits, because fingers crossed I won't need to use them. But I love both fabrics so much, so I want to utilize the Oops kits. If you guys get the Oops kits, what do you guys do with them at the end? Do you make a second project to go with it? Do you piece it for the backing? Might be able to do that too. I'm not sure. I'm excited. Oh, thank you, Russ. Yeah, the steampunk is so cool. I cannot wait. And I don't know what I want to back it with. I think I might want to back it with like Cuddle. I'm not sure. I'm so excited about it. The blue is a French blue. Oh, I can see that. It's gorgeous. And I like that their background, it might look too white on the screen. It's actually not a white. It kind of looks linen-y, if you know what I mean, and with like the barest blue kind of undertones to it. It's fantastic. I am very excited about the two that I decided to go with for Carnival. Exciting. Yeah, I think a Cuddle background, and I've watched a lot of videos lately on how people are using like Painter's tape to keep the shed of Cuddle or Minky to a minimum, which also stabilizes it and makes it a lot easier to go through the machine. So I think I might do that with like make it self-binding so the Cuddle wraps around it too. And like, I love gray, so I'm thinking like maybe like the darker gray of the grays. That's where my head went first, but who knows what I'll think during this whole process as I can continue putting it together. It's just so beautiful. You haven't done anything with the Oops kit? Yeah, I've gotten the Oops kit. I have the Oops kit for Village Green. I have the Oops kit for, what was it, Piazza and Olympia and Sweet, So Sweet? Was it that? Was it called So Sweet? The one before that? That's how many I've done. That's as far back as I go. And I've not used the Oops kits for any of them. So I'm not sure. But these are the first ones that I've really wanted to use the Oops kit. Though, with Village Green, the Tulip Pink one, I'll probably end up using the Oops kit for something too. I have to think about it. A small wall hanging would be cute. Oh, especially if I make this big enough, the steampunk one, big enough for my bed to have a wall hanging above the bed. 'Cause my headboard is a gray, a lighter gray, like matches more this, the light, here we go, the light gray. So I think that would look great with a wall hanging above it. Ooh, thank you, Math Geek. yeah, I definitely want to use it all. It's so fantastic that I don't want to have any of it go to waste, which I really like about the cotton cuts where they cut everything for you, so there is no waste. I love that. We'll just have to see what I get into with the Oops kits. Oh, pillows would be cool too. Oh, pillows would be cool to do like a burnish, like kind of trim around the edges. Oh, all my dogs are getting up. Go on, Sadie. Go on. She's yes, the house is a menagerie of animals. Hello, Harmonica. So that was part of the fun yesterday. Also, we had Steven's pop-up sew day, and I was working on my quest to finish Mini Sculliver, and so I have this done for Mini Sculliver. This is Mini Sculliver is a 4x4, so this is A1 and A2. Finished those up during the pop-up sew day. The color combinations are so much fun, and the second part of it moves into some dark greens, which I'm really excited about because green is my favorite color. Oh, press and seal is a better option. Ooh. Could use them all for a scrap quilt. Yeah, that would be cute too. And like in memoriam of all of the quilts I've used. So it'll be like memory lane. Almost like a, what is it? You know, that one that we were working on in Millersburg. I Spy, there we go. To see all of the harmonicas joined. At least say hi to everybody if you're going to be up here. Look into the camera. Yeesh. Handsome boy. Hi, Marie. It is. It's a... especially with Sadie, who's 100 pounds. She starts moving and bumps into the camera and it's all over. Everything goes everywhere. Oh, there we go. Harmonica's laid down. Now he's comfy. He'll be good. For at least a little bit. So those are the things that I'm working on. I know, Sculliver's gonna be so fun. I'm happy that I'm doing the mini one for my goal to be done by the end of September. But having seen Tiffany done the large one, it's pretty cool. I like the stuff. I like the colors of mini Sculliver. I mean, of the Sculliver all the way around. Lulu, what are you doing? Animals everywhere. Oh my goodness. Do you know how Cotton Cuts is handling the discount for? Yes, Marjorie. So they are very behind. They're very behind. I would say give them, before everybody should start contacting them individually, I would say give them until the end of August. What happened with Village Green was they took my spreadsheet, which they have for Carnival as well. They took my spreadsheet and they checked it off of people that actually ended up ordering, because if you know, you said, oh, I want to be a part of your sew along, but you could be a part of the YouTube, and you didn't have to join the Zoom. Anyway, they take my list, compare it to who actually ordered, and then started giving the refunds. If you paid up front, it'll be the same way. You'll get the full refund, and you get an email about that. It took about 2 weeks for Village Green. Things are wonky, and I think they had a lot more people do pay in full to get mailed all of the clues all at one time. I think they may have gotten more than they were expecting. Lulu. So yeah, I'm saying give them until October 31st before we start emailing to say, hello, where's my discount? For monthly folks, what happens is you get a refund for your first or second month, depending on how many end up getting billed. And then there's a discount code that's applied to your profile. And then you'll get our group discount, which we ended up with 42 members in the group. Not all 42, some of the 42 had ambassadors that they supported. Some were actually joined after the first clue mailed out, so wouldn't count towards the group discount. So not all 42 of them, but definitely 20 folks are eligible. So that means the group discount will be the 20%. So that's awesome. So if you're monthly, you'll see that discount applied to all your months after you end up getting the refund. I'm thinking that both month 1 and month 2 will end up being not discounted because of everything with Carnival. But we should start seeing that hopefully before the end of the month. Yeah, because they have my list, and we'll start doing that. Yeah. If you do get the email and that you're being refunded monthly or pay in full, give me a shout out. Let me know. Send me an email or comment or on my Facebook, Slay Arts Facebook page or Instagram. Message me whichever, just to let me know that it started. And if I get it with my last name being Way, I doubt I'll go first. It seems like it was alphabetical last time. But so yeah, if you see them, let me know. I want to know when folks are starting to get those. You're very welcome, Marjorie. Kelly, I do, yeah. So Sundays, normal Sundays are the brunch from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern, and then Wednesday night I record and Thursday I post my podcast. So that is consistent each week. Then when it's Legit Kits week, like this weekend, I will be on for a little bit, like a half an hour, just to chat, say what's been going on over the week, ask everybody how they're doing, kind of hang out. And then I'm back on from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern for a sew-along for the Legit Kits. And that's once a month, the block of the month. May end up being twice a month when the second one comes out in October, because we all know I'm going to end up doing that one too. There's no doubt I will end up doing that one too. But, and then randomly I've gone live, or I've put up like a demo or a couple of shorts. I'm still trying to figure this whole YouTube thing out, and what works for, because I work full-time, during the day, Monday through Friday, so I'm still trying to figure out like what works for me and what a good recording schedule looks like for special things, and still being able to hang out with my kids and obviously take care of the household of animals and all that kind of stuff. So it's still a work in progress, but consistently the Sunday brunches and the Thursday podcasts have worked out fantastically. So that's generally. Oh, thanks, Ingrid. Yeah, definitely. You can shoot me an email with any questions. I definitely, I don't have, I think some people think I have, because I kind of really started the sew-along for Village Green and for Carnival. They think that I might have some insider influence and stuff. I'm really the facilitator. I get our names together and I give them to Cotton Cuts. I don't have any inside information, as much as I would love to. I'm nosy and I want to know all the things. But if you have problems, I absolutely, my first suggestion is always going to be email their support, because their Cotton Cuts support group from their email, from their website, it's a form that you fill out. They are so responsive and so fast. Like, I was missing clue number 2 from my the hot air balloon small. It wasn't in the box, and I emailed them, and I haven't got an answer back yet, but they responded to let me know that they're gonna get back to me, because I sent it late Friday, because that's when I got the box. So I will know on Monday. I'll know tomorrow that it's being mailed out and everything. They're super, super responsive, which is awesome. So I always say that that's like the first course of action. But if you haven't heard anything, I don't mind like giving a nudge, being like, hey, so-and-so is a member of our group, and they asked me this question, kind of coming at it at a couple of different angles. Never hurts. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. It's been so much fun. I on my podcast this past week, I was talking about how if you out there in YouTube watching land have ever thought about whether it's quilting or baking or anything that you like to do, and you've thought about doing a YouTube channel, I'm not looking to make this like my career. I'm not looking to make a bunch of money, but everything that's happened for me because of doing this has been so much fun. Meeting all of you, getting to do collaborations with Stephanie. There are some collaborations that are coming up that we'll share at later dates that might have, friends like Russ from Quilt Meets World involved, or Steven of Idiot Quilter, or Sean, those kinds of things that might happen in the near future. It's been amazing, and it's just I don't know, it's just so much fun, and I'm not exactly like large groups. If I think too much about how many of you out there might be watching me, it freaks me out. So I don't think about that. I just think about me looking at the camera and maybe having a conversation when I see someone ask a question. I'm like, oh, I'm talking to that individual person. So if you are a little more introverted or not quite as, it's much easier than I feared, because I was very nervous about putting my face on the camera and actually talking to people. But it is the highlight of my week. It's so much fun. You definitely should take the plunge. And while you're taking the plunge, you should tell Russ from Quilt Meets World that he should take the plunge too. Alright, Kelly, see you. Thanks for joining. Oh my gosh, the collaborations are so much fun. They're and I learned so much, and like our 2-color quilt challenge, which if you haven't joined, it's not too late to join. You can send me an email, you can fill out the form from Stephanie Stitch's most recent video where we picked this month's ones. I've learned so much about color theory, because I stink at color theory, from the things everybody's put together for that 2-color quilt challenge. It's just amazing. You learn so much and have so much fun and make the coolest friends. And I'm really looking forward to QuiltCon in February. That's down in Raleigh, because I get to meet some of these great people face to face, and I'm very excited about it, and a little weirded out that I'm even like a minuscule percentage a part of that world, where I get to meet people that I've admired and consider myself kind of, on the sidelines in the Venn diagram of awesomeness. So I think that's pretty cool, and it's going to be fun when I go down to Raleigh and see everybody. I'm excited about that. Yeah, Russ really does deserve to have his air conditioning working before he goes live. He may just have to start going live from his car and having car lives or something, so that he has air conditioning, because I really don't know if air conditioning is in the cards for us before winter hits. They'll get his part. The boat has docked, apparently. They'll get the part at some point. That was even the last part. This is the other part that they have to wait for. Oh gosh, if it's another boat ride, who knows? Poor Russ. Selling from the car, wouldn't that be wild? Oh, Russ, figure that out. That would be so neat. Just you on your dashboard with a little mini sewing machine. I bet you a featherweight could do that. Oh, Sarah, you're waiting on your Patriot box. Okay. Like, full honesty about the Patriot box. The patterns read through about 75 times, and don't, if you're doing the Lone Star, don't get stuck being rigid about, because it will say follow the pattern to do this, to put the diamonds together, and you do for half of them follow what the picture looks like, but then the other half you have to switch your brain and make them go the other direction, which was hard for me. I realized I'm much more of a rule follower than I thought, because when I read it and it said to do it that way, my brain was not as agile as I would have liked, and didn't flip the switch to go, oh well, they're just facing, like, if you just kind of tilt them this way, they all line up the way they're supposed to, and that took me a long time. So just read it through and don't get... Charlotte and I were having many an email conversation going, what is happening? Because we were both having the same issue. Now, some folks who have done Lone Stars before, or who just kind of, take a pattern as a suggestion, may not have that same difficulty flipping that switch. But it took a lot of me just looking at all the fabric strips and going, what am I being asked to do? And then once I got it, I was like, oh, they didn't mean it literally. So then it was smooth sailing from there. And Lone Star, I have 3 of the quadrants sewn together, but it's just kind of been a little bit slower, because now that Bass Drop is home, he's not allowed to run around and do all the things that he wants to do, and it's been, chasing behind him, like following him, frantically going, don't jump on that, don't chase your brothers, don't do this. So the fact that I've gotten anything done, I'm actually pretty impressed with. Lauren's been a huge help with taking babysitting duties when I've needed to be on. So that's been awesome. Ooh, and 3 backings. Yes. I got 2 full kits, and I got 2 backings. Which I'm very excited about, because as soon as Lone Star is done, I will be able to sandwich, and I have the backing already. I don't even have to think about it, so that's exciting. All right, folks. Well, it is 11:30, and I'm going to hop off from this live, because I'm going to grab some lunch. I'm going to eat something before I am back again at 1 p.m. to sew up the month 4 Legit Kits, which means we'll be able to put the whole quadrant together, and I'm very excited about doing that. I had to delete the live upcoming preview, because when I rescheduled it from last week, the code, it freaked out, and it didn't like the code. So as soon as I'm done here, I'll redo that, so you may see it again. But it's not canceled. I'm definitely coming back on at 1. I'm going to fix that. I just didn't realize I had to redo it until I came on to this brunch, and something about stream keys, and it copied, and the brunch thought it was the Legit Kits thing. It got unhappy. I don't know. YouTube is very fiddly and sometimes disrespectful. So there we go. Oh, the Ohio Star. Stephanie did that when we were on her channel I did the Lone Star, Stephanie did Ohio Star, and Bev C, who Stephanie had met at the So Yeah retreat, did the Night Sky, which is really cool because it's 1 block, and 1 block, 2 colors. two colorways, and it makes the whole thing, which is really cool. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Happy Sunday. If I don't see you this afternoon, if you have any desire at all to see FPP, you've never really done it before, you haven't seen a Legit Kit before, come on back and hang out with us. Even if you just want to talk, we have such a good time, so much good conversation. It is a blast. But I will see you guys at 1 p.m. again here, Eastern, in just a little bit. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.